When you think about BMW, the 3 Series frequently will come to mind for very good reason. This is usually one of the best-selling or among the best-selling vehicles in the entire BMW lineup and has had an excellent history. It has really helped define the entire luxury small sports sedan and coupe segment. Today I am driving a 2011 BMW 328i xDrive of the previous generation, so E90, and when new, these were really popular, and now that they're used and pre-owned, you can get them for really, really good deals. The 2011 falls within one of the refresh model years, something BMW calls LCI, which stands for Life Cycle Impulse. You'll notice changes to the front bumper and the rear bumper, but the most noticeable ones are going to be the angel eyes and LED taillights. I think the refresh ones look a lot better than the first generation ones, but I will say, among this segment, I think the B8 Audi A4 looks the best. From a powertrain perspective, the 3 Series is segmented towards 3 main levels. You get the entry-level 328, you can go up to the 335, and at the very top you have the M3. Also, there is a diesel that was available for this generation, but among the 335D. Among 328, 335, and M3, the 328 slots in at the entry level and therefore has a 3-liter naturally aspirated inline 6. That engine makes 230 horsepower and 200 pound-feet of torque. Optional transmissions are a standard 6-speed manual, or you can get a 6-speed automatic. This car here has a 6-speed automatic. I will say one cool thing that I learned was apparently with this generation of 3 Series, among this segment, it was the highest take rate for manual transmission. So good job, people. This car will do 0 to 60 in a little over 6 seconds, and I like this engine a lot. It's very smooth and linear, smooth straight 6, a lot better in my opinion than the 4-cylinder found in the latest 328i. From an interior perspective, there were a lot of packages available, like some of them were the M Sport package where you could get the M Sport steering wheel. This one does not have that equipped. Cold weather package brings you heated seats. For this specific car, it's not very loaded up. It doesn't have navigation, but it's got the saddle interior, which I really like, and it's held up really well. It's 2011. This car has over 115,000 miles. That's a lot, but I mean, this interior, the materials still look great. It hasn't been really worn. The doors look brand new. The seats do have some wear on them, but I will say this has held up really well. Excellent leather throughout. The same basic BMW layout, everything looks like it still works. So interior-wise, it's fine. Space, front, nice and roomy, easy to drive sedan. The rear legroom is better than the previous gen, but again, as these cars get bigger and bigger, for example, the F30 latest generation has the most amount of legroom in the back. This is all right. Don't expect it to be extremely comfortable in the rear, but it is usable. From a driving perspective, again, it's not the fastest vehicle, only 230 horsepower, but it's very responsive and linear. It's very easy to drive. You can get in and immediately feel comfortable with the car. The steering is direct. I was surprised at how heavy it is. I think I'm getting kind of used to driving vehicles with lighter steering like the i8 and my Audi, but it's a great steering feel to it. And again, this car is a vehicle that you feel immediately comfortable in trying to drive and have fun with it. It doesn't have the crazy performance, but again, it's all usable fun here. Value is a really big deal with this car. When brand new, a 328 started at just over $33,000. You add in xDrive, boosts it to $35,000, option in a few of the interior packages and such, puts it pretty close to $40,000. Now that they've launched a brand new generation, this has become pre-owned, miles later, this is a really good deal. Higher mile ones like this one with about 100,000 or a little more than that are 10,000 or below. The owner of this got this for under $10,000. Lower mile ones, I mean, you spend a little more, $12,000 to $15,000, you can get one with under 60,000 miles. That is a lot of car for the money. A lot of people ask me, I have $15,000 to spend, what do I get? I've got $20,000, what's the best car that I should get? There's no good answer to that question. I mean, like, do you want German? Do you want all-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive? You want a sedan? You want an SUV? You want a sports car? There's too many factors. You can't just answer that question of one blanket vehicle. I will say I think the best answer I have heard is I was listening to one of Matt Farah's podcasts from the Smoking Tire, and he did say his answer when people ask him that is, whatever works. And that's true. You get something that works well. But at the value here, let's just say between $10,000 to $15,000, a 2011 328i is a really, really good deal. That's a great car to get. You have to be careful with the reliability and maintenance, but I mean, heck, some of those with under 60,000 miles, that's a pretty good deal too right there. The engine is pretty reliable, doesn't have some of the issues the turbocharged 335i had, but the good car to consider. How much do I want it? I'd say my desirability of this car would sit right about 75. I would love it as a daily driver. It's definitely very, very budget friendly. It gets good fuel economy. It's fun to drive. It's a BMW. Everybody knows what it is. It's a 3 Series. You recognize the badge. It looks like a BMW from the styling. And I mean, heck, this thing as a daily driver with some amount of fun that gets good fuel economy would be really, really good. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Please let me know if you have any questions. Check me out on Instagram. I'll link it below. Comment below if you have questions, and I'll do my best to answer them. Thanks for watching.